As it was said in the end of Star Trek Picard Season 3, names always matter. And that's also true in the world of marketing and media. We'll talk about that today as two of my favorite worlds will collide as we will discuss the Chevrolet Corvette and branding. You're about to learn how names always matter. I'm John Ondo, and welcome to the Media Download. Hey, thanks for joining me today. I've been in the television filmmaking industry for over 40 years, and I've learned some hacks and some shortcuts to help make your small budget projects look big time. So thanks so much for watching today. We're a weekly podcast, and if you can, subscribe to us. I would appreciate it so much. And as always, we're a presentation of my company, Ondo Media. There's something fascinating happening in the car world right now, and it has nothing to do with horsepower. It all has to do with the name. When the Chevrolet Corvette E-Ray was introduced back in 2024, it should have been a slam dunk. All-wheel drive enhanced by electrified performance. Faster off the line than anything Corvette had ever built. 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. On paper, it was a breakthrough, but in the real world, it was a bust. And it wasn't the engineering, it was the branding. You see, the moment that people heard E-Ray, a lot of them made a leap. The E must mean fully electric. And suddenly for consumers, this wasn't a performance V8 Corvette anymore. It was something else, something unfamiliar, maybe something they didn't ask for. Now here is the twist. The E-Ray isn't fully electric at all. It's a hybrid, a performance hybrid, a V8 fueled engine in the back, powering the rear wheels, and electric motors in the front. They all work together. You don't even have to charge this car. For a time, it was the fastest Corvette you could buy, but they couldn't sell them. Then in 2025, Chevrolet launched their new supercar, which was the exact same concept as the E-Ray, but with a little bit more horsepower, based on the ZR1 model. It was the top-of-the-line supercar, but they didn't call it the ZR1. They called it the ZR1 X, the X standing for the symbol that it's an all-wheel drive electric gas combo. Again, this is the exact same drivetrain concept as the E-Ray. And nearly $100,000 more in price, the ZR1 X is now the most talked about and sought after supercars on the market. So why did the nearly identical ZR1 X succeed in the Corvette culture over the E-Ray? Perception. Marketing and branding is all about perception. I have friends in the automotive industry who have been asked by high-end car enthusiasts, would they need to put in a charger in their garage if they bought an E-Ray? Or what was the mileage on a charge on an E-Ray? And my friends would shake their heads and they couldn't believe it because the perception was the E-Ray was like a Tesla, and it wasn't. So the news recently broke, according to many sources, including my friend at Steve Garrett at Corvette Today and the CorvetteBlogger.com, that GM is going to correct this problem. They're launching their mid-level Corvette, the Grand Sport, this year, and expectations are the E-Ray will be discontinued and rebranded as the Grand Sport X. Where the E sends thoughts of charging and fuel efficiency, the X means high-end performance now. And suddenly it feels like an evolution, not a disruption. When you love performance, you want that X on your Corvette branding. Now, here's why this matters to you and your business, or maybe you're consulting businesses as a media professional like myself. Most people will never test the product that you're selling first. They're not going to drive it. They're not going to experience it. They will not dig into the details, but they will test something immediately. They'll test the name. Let's put this into some practical, applications. Let's say you're launching a new program with your business. Let's test out two different names for the same program. Let's call the first one Digital Transformation Initiative, and the second one we'll call Grow Your Reach Online. So this is what happens. When you announce that we're starting a digital transformation initiative, people will hear these things. It's complex, it's corporate, it's maybe intimidating, and they'll think that's probably not for me. That sounds like it's expensive. It sounds like something that the IT team's going to handle. They've already decided before they've even tried the product. They haven't experienced it at all. But when you say grow your reach online, suddenly it clicks. That sounds practical. That sounds helpful. It sounds like something I actually do need. It's the same product, but two completely different reactions. People can't test your product right away, but they will test your name instantly. Like the E-Ray versus the Grand Sport X. If the name fails, they will never get the product. The E-Ray Corvette may go down as one of the most misunderstood Corvettes ever built. Not because it didn't deliver, because it really did, but because too many people never got far enough to find out what the E was really about. They tested the name and not the car, and they made their decision based on the name. And for anyone in media, marketing, or storytelling, that really should hit close to home. Because whether you're launching a car, a campaign, or even a fundraiser, you don't need to just be right. You need to pass the first test, and that first test is the name. Thanks for subscribing to the Media Download. And again, if you are involved in any kind of nonprofit, church, fundraising, so forth, and need some consulting, we'd be happy to help you out. Contact us at ondomedia.com. Thanks so much for joining me today. Your download is complete.